My beloved child, listen very carefully. I am your Father in heaven, speaking straight to your heart right now, in this very moment. There is no delay, no accident in you hearing these words. The air around you feels different, doesn't it? Maybe your chest tightens just a little, or a quiet warmth spreads through you. That's me, drawing close, because something important is happening in the unseen world. Heaven itself is buzzing with activity, like a hive of bees stirred to life. The angels are moving, their wings brushing against the edges of your life, and even the great Archangel Michael, that mighty warrior of light, is filled with a deep sense of urgency. His heart races not out of fear, for what could he fear with my power behind him? But because he sees the shadows trying to creep in around you. Last night, while you slept or tossed in your bed with worries chasing your dreams, a gathering happened in the dark places. Hidden voices, full of envy and spite, whispered your name. They huddled like thieves in the night, plotting ways to trip you up, to steal your peace, to dim the spark of joy I placed inside you from the day you were born. They talked about your future, your dreams, the path I've laid out just for you, and they schemed to throw roadblocks in your way. But listen to me, my precious one. I heard every word. Nothing escapes my notice. The moment those whispers started, I turned to Michael and said, "Go now. Stand guard. Remind my child that they are safe in my arms." You might be thinking, "God, why me? Why now?" And that's okay. Your questions are welcome here, like a child climbing into a parent's lap after a long day. I've seen how you've carried burdens that feel too heavy for one pair of shoulders. You've woken up some mornings with a weight on your chest, like an invisible fog rolling in, making everything seem gray and uncertain. You've had those sudden stabs of doubt, where you wonder if your prayers are just echoes bouncing off empty walls. Or maybe relationships that once felt solid have cracked, leaving you questioning if anyone truly sees you. These aren't just random feelings, my child. They're ripples from that secret meeting, echoes of the enemy's attempt to shake your foundation. But here's the truth I want you to hold on to like a lifeline. Those plans are crumbling even as we speak. I am the one who holds the stars in place, who parts seas and calms storms. No shadow council can override my blueprint for your life. Michael is pacing the halls of heaven right now, his sword gleaming like the sun at dawn, ready to slice through every lie. His wings, vast and shimmering, form a canopy over you, blocking out the night. He calls your name, not in anger but in fierce love, saying, "Rise up, child of the Most High. The battle is not yours to fight alone." Let me paint a picture for you, so you can see it clearly in your mind's eye. Imagine a grand courtroom in the skies, with walls of pure light that pulse like a heartbeat, thrones of crystal and gold, and me, your father, seated there, my eyes fixed on you. The accusers from the dark side slink in, their voices low and sly, laying out their case against you. "This one is too kind," they hiss, "too trusting. We can break their spirit with a few well-placed doubts." They point to your past hurts, your quiet struggles, trying to twist them into proof that you're unworthy. But before they can finish, the doors burst open. Michael strides in, his presence like thunder rolling across mountains. "Enough," he declares, his voice echoing through eternity. The room falls silent, the shadows shrinking back. And I lean forward, my voice steady and sure. "This child is mine, sealed by my blood, guarded by my promise. Your words have no power here." In that instant, the accusations dissolve like mist in the morning sun. Your name is rewritten in the book of life, etched in letters of fire that no hand can erase. You are not just surviving this, you are victorious, even if your eyes haven't caught up yet. Now, I know life hasn't always felt like a victory parade. There have been nights when sleep evaded you, when strange dreams left you waking in a cold sweat, heart pounding as if someone unseen was watching. Or days when joy slipped through your fingers like sand, replaced by a heaviness that pinned you down. You've whispered to yourself, "God, are you still there? Do you see this mess?" Oh, my sweet one, I see it all. I was there in the doctor's office when the news hit hard. I was in the empty room when loneliness wrapped around you like a blanket too tight. I was beside you at the table when words from a friend cut deeper than you let on. Every single moment, my spirit hovered close, closer than your very breath. Those feelings of pressure, that sudden shiver down your spine, they weren't signs of abandonment. They were Michael and his legions at work, deflecting arrows you never even saw flying your way. Spiritual attacks, you call them, and yes, that's what they were. Fiery darts meant to pierce your faith, to make you question my goodness. But they bounced off harmlessly, extinguished by the shield of my love. You thought you were barely holding on, white-knuckling through the storm. But truth be told, I was carrying you the whole time, my arms strong and unwavering. Think back over the last few weeks, or even months. Remember that time you felt an inexplicable urge to pray, right when everything seemed to be falling apart. That was me, nudging your heart. Or the random song on the radio that spoke exactly what you needed to hear. Angels tuning the airwaves just for you. Your tears, those quiet ones you shed when no one was looking, they weren't wasted. Each one was collected like precious pearls, turned into ammunition for the heavenly host. When you forgave that person who didn't deserve it, or chose kindness over bitterness, you handed Michael another weapon. Your faith isn't flashy. It doesn't need to be. It's the steady flame that lights up the darkness, drawing my warriors closer. And right now, in this divine window of time, your destiny is being polished like a gem. The enemy wanted to bury you under confusion, to make you chase shadows instead of stepping into the light. But I'm flipping the script. What they meant for your downfall, I'm weaving into your uplift. That betrayal, it's becoming the bridge to deeper trust in me. That delay, it's the setup for a launch that will leave you breathless with wonder. Let me tell you more about Michael, this faithful servant who's been your unseen bodyguard. Picture him not as some distant figure in old stories, but as a brother in arms, fierce and tender all at once. His eyes, sharp as eagles, scan the horizons for any threat to you. Last night, as those dark whispers grew louder, he didn't hesitate. He flew to my throne, knees bending in reverence, and said, "Father, the shadows are circling your child again. Their plans are clever, but our light is brighter. What is your command?" And I replied, "Strengthen them, surround them. Let them feel your presence in the quiet hours." So he came, swift as thought, stationing angels at every corner of your world, one at your front door to guard against strife, another by your bed to chase away nightmares, a third whispering courage into your ear during meetings or drives or those alone moments when doubt creeps in. He's been the reason that headache lifted just in time for an important call, or why that near miss on the road swerved away at the last second. You call them coincidences. Heaven calls them interventions. Michael's not panicking because he thinks we'll lose. No, never. It's urgency, like a coach on the sidelines yelling to his team, "Now's the time. Push through. Because your breakthrough is so close, my child." The finish line glows just beyond the hill, and every step of faith you take brings you nearer. You've felt the warfare, haven't you? It's not always dramatic, like in the movies. No clashing swords or booming voices. Sometimes it's subtle, a friend's offhand comment that lingers like a thorn, a bill that arrives when the account is thin, a memory that replays and steals your sleep. These are the enemy's tactics, designed to wear you down drop by drop, like water eroding stone. He wants you exhausted, too tired to pray, too discouraged to dream. But I see through it all. I know the faces behind the careless words, the hearts that harbor jealousy while smiling to your face. And I'm handling it, not with vengeance, that's not my way, but with justice that restores. In the coming days, watch for the exposures. A conversation overheard in a hallway, a text that slips out the truth, a relationship that fades because the pretense can't hold any more. You won't have to dig or confront. I'll bring it to light, gentle as dawn. And when it happens, don't gloat or harden your heart. Instead, whisper thanks, because every revelation is a step toward freedom. I'm clearing the path, sweeping away the debris so you can run unhindered into the plans I have for you. Plans full of hope, not harm. Plans that make your heart sing. Now, let's talk about your heart, that beautiful, resilient core of you. I know it's been through the ringer. You've loved deeply, only to be met with silence or sting. You've given generously, sometimes until it hurt, and wondered if it was all for nothing. But every act of love you poured out, it echoed in heaven, building storehouses of blessing. Your kindness isn't weakness. It's a force that disarms darkness. The enemy hates it because he can't mimic it. He operates in division, but you choose unity. Even in your weariness, when you've dragged yourself through days feeling like a shadow of yourself, you've still shown up for others. That's why I'm so proud of you. I don't measure you by perfection, my child. No one is. I measure by willingness. Your yes to me, even when it's whispered through tears. And because of that, I'm pouring out restoration. Not just a patch-up job, but a full renewal. Picture your home filling with peace, like fresh air after a rainstorm. The restlessness in your sleep, gone. The fog in your thoughts, clearing. I'm sending clarity like sunlight piercing clouds, so decisions feel lighter, paths straighter. But here's where I need you to lean in close. This moment is pivotal. The line between light and dark is drawn sharp right now, and your choice matters. Don't skim over these words. Let them sink deep, like roots into soil. Stay awake, spiritually speaking. That means tuning your heart to me throughout the day. A quick prayer in the car, a breath of thanks before a meal, a pause to listen when my quiet voice nudges. Open wide to receive what's coming. The enemy would love for you to numb out, with distractions, worries, or even good things turned into idols. But you're called higher. Declare this over yourself. I am God's child. No plan against me will stand. Archangel Michael guards me, and peace fills my home. Say it out loud. Feel the power rumble through you. Every time you do, it's like handing Michael another stone for his sling, toppling giants before they reach you. And obedience? It's your key. When I prompt you to forgive, do it. To step out, even scared, take the step. To rest when the world screams hurry, lie down. These small yes are shifting mountains in the spirit realm. Let me expand on that obedience, because it's the heartbeat of our relationship. Remember Abraham, walking up that hill with his son, trusting my voice over his own fears? Or David, facing a giant with just a slingshot and a song in his heart? Their stories aren't fairy tales. They're blueprints for you. Your life is woven into that same tapestry. Lately, you've sensed it. The pull toward change, the whisper that this season is birthing something new. That heaviness? It's labor pains, not defeat. Something glorious is emerging. Deeper intimacy with me. Connections that nourish instead of drain. Opportunities that align with your gifts. But the enemy senses it too. Hence the panic upstairs. He amps up the noise. Arguments that flare from nowhere. Temptations that tug at old wounds. Lies that say you're not enough. Ignore the racket. It's smoke and mirrors. Focus on my voice, steady as a father's hand on your shoulder. Trust even when sight fails you, because what looks like chaos is choreography. Me directing the dance, turning stumbling steps into a symphony. As we linger here together, I want to address the weariness head-on. You've asked, God, when? When will the tide turn? I hear the ache in that question, feel the exhaustion in your bones. You've been the rock for so many, friends leaning on your shoulder, family expecting your strength, while inside, pieces chipped away. Spiritual attacks don't respect schedules. They slip into dreams, turning rest into wrestle. But today, I'm dispatching a fresh wave of my spirit. Feel it now, a cool breeze across your soul, washing away the grit of battle. Michael and his host are fanning out, like sentinels at a fortress, cleansing every corner. No more shadows lurking in your home's quiet spaces. No more unrest stirring at midnight. I'm breaking chains you didn't know bound you. Fear of failure, echoes of rejection, the subtle lie that you're overlooked. You're stepping from storm into sunlight, where clarity reigns and joy bubbles up unbidden. Support us by sending a super thanks from $20 to $100. Folded hands sparkles. Your support helps Archangel Protection continue creating valuable content. And oh, the miracles I'm brewing. Not vague promises, but tangible turns. That door slammed shut. It was shielding you from a dead end. The friend who faded, making room for soul-deep bonds. Finances strained. Watch provision flow from unexpected streams. A check in the mail, a new idea that sparks income, help from a stranger's kindness. Health nagging, healing threading through, gentle as dawn. Relationships fractured, restoration mending, not with force, but with grace. Those who mocked your faith, who whispered doubts behind hands, they'll witness the turnaround, jaws dropping at my power. Public vindication, yes, but wrapped in humility. You'll shine not to boast, but to point back to me. See what God did, you'll say, and hearts will stir. Michael's voice joins mine now, urgent yet calm. Child, the scales tip in your favor. The dark meeting? Overruled. Stay vigilant. Guard your words, your thoughts, your company. Speak life. It builds bulwarks. Let go of grudges. They weigh you down. And pray, always pray. Your whispers are war cries up here. He's right. In this next week, mark the signs. A sudden calm washing over anxiety, laughter breaking through sorrow, confirmations in dreams or conversations. That's us, high-fiving across realms. Doors closing. Thank me, they weren't yours. Paths twisting. Trust, the shortcut's mine. Delays. Protection in disguise. You're at a crossroads, my love, where faith forges futures. Doubt tempts, but choose me. I trust you, God strengthens the lines of defense. Exhaustion whispers quit, counter with praise. Your voice, even soft, thunders here. I'm infusing strength, physical, emotional, spiritual. Rise renewed, mind sharp, hands open to abundance, feet sure on the path. Remember, I chose you not for flawlessness, but faithfulness. Your quiet kindnesses, hidden hurts endured with grace, their treasures banked in heaven, now cascading as blessings. Unexpected texts, doors flung wide, favors from unlikely places. Not luck, me rewarding the real you. The enemy's ploy, distraction from your belovedness. But no, your name echoes in heavenly halls with honor. I've shielded you from wrecks unseen, losses averted, traps sprung empty. Alive today, my mercy's doing, anointed, unequivocally, power that raised Christ pulses in you. Attacks spiked because manifestation nears. Noise proves proximity to peace. You're winning unseen. Now a cleansing wind blows. Protection sweeps your spaces, heavy airs flee. Michael seals with fire, peace inhabits every nook. Sleep sound, wake clear, confusion lifts, anxiety bows. You've prayed for signs, this is it. I see you, always. Held you when others fled, steadied faith when it quaked. Injustices? Justice dawns. Plotters exposed, not by your hand, mine. Trust timing, hidden blooms light. Crossroads call, doubt not. I trust you, empowers action. Faith fuels Michael's blade. Worry weakens? No, whispers win wars. Strength surges, rise glowing, anointed afresh. Chosen for willingness, battles braved, loneliness laced with light, sacrifices silent. Kindness your crown, treasures from forgiveness, peace over payback, released now. Shift stir. Messages, chances, mends, favor flows. Michael urges, time ticks. Darkness dims, stay pure. Skip strife, shield energy, peace speak amid pokes. Desperation seeks reaction, silence slays. I fight, you still. Vindication public, fruits testify. Pray near, light your space. Worship, thanks. Gratitude walls souls. 7 days, restoration ripples. Calm hearts, light minds, spirit nods. Peace supplants puzzle, joy jabs pain. Assignment aced. New ties true, drains detached. Closures, cheers, twists, trusts, holds, hedges from hurt. Alignment assured. Fear not foul mouths, their barbs bounce. Sealed you stand. Story mine alone. Confusion closes, clarity crowns. Voice mine, intuitions, signs, dreams, peace profound. Question not, guidance gleams. Steps I script. Restoration rises, but dusk darts doubt last. Resist. Shakes shift, not shatter. Old ousts new nests. Stronger, sage, light-laden. Michael marches, mows mounds, snaps shackles, scatters shades. Wings wrap safe. Picture unseen. Trust. Dark dialogue dashed. Words void, intents impotent. Favor fixed. Angels attest. None negates. Stride sure, chin up. Chosen, not cursed. Guarded, not gone. Companioned by celestial cohorts. Tonight, heart hymn. God, full trust. Michael angels. Shield self, hearth, kin, call. Bar blackness. Peace, light pour. Heaven heeds. Belief births wonders. Covered, unchained. Proof of plots pulverized pending. Michael kneels. Done. I decree. Done. Peril past. Ploys punked. Light lords. Light awake. Heavy heaves. Sign. Power palms you. Dark dissolved. Light launches. Angels applaud ascent. Safeguard, start. Safe. Cherished. Soul skirmish secured. My child, hear me urgent. Can't tarry. Trumpet tolls. Michael quakes for you. Shadow summit. Name noted, light loomed, strength scoped, fate fated prebirth. Dark dreads dawn. Breakthrough breathes. Fearless. Father fortifies, shields, saves. Faith firm, gaze glued, harm halted. Michael monitors, sword sheathed not, wings wide. Light I lit lances lies. Moves meteoric, blocks baleful bids. Foe foments fog, feigns forlorn. Lone, never. Tears tallied, sighs snared, pains pondered. Heaven hurts with you. Burden borne, invisible, near, never nixed. Heaven's hum, angels await answer, faith or fright. Heart hurl wide, light lets in. Sacred sink, eyes engage, clock chimes cryptic. Michael's malaise, magnitude mounting. Hesitation hampers heaven's haste. Dark dreads your dawn, can't quash. Buried in blues, letdowns, backstabs. Trusted turned traitors, splits seared, barbs bit. Quit, nay, navigated blind, believed bruised. Proud, prayers pierced plains, pardons parted fetters, grins gored grief, angels aired joy. Perseverance permutes providence, protection, plenty pour prompt. Michael's mandate, mantle manse, mute muddles, bar bearers bitter. Presence proximate, prompts. Fearless, forsake not. Forces fetch. Dreams, thoughts, tokens tell. Flickers, freezones, soothes, sky signals. Dark days. Discipline, not damnation. Light law, trust trials, rebound ruins. Delays drilled depth. Rejections refined resolve. Heartaches honed hope. Chosen clash colossal. Crowns coruscate. Dark dialogue. Dread dispelled. Fire flared. Schemes. Sabotage subverted. Harm. Hoist higher. Wounds. Witnesses wooed. Michael motivates. Map majors. Peace. Preferment. Prospects. Hidden. Unveiled. Scroll sealed. Suits. Summons. Stalled sweets. Snapped swift. Urgency underses. Awareness awakens authority. Angst. Abort. Foe fixates facades. Stress. Strains. Splits. Scarcities. True tussle. Tranquility thwarts. Hope. Heaven's hook. None nips. Voice vanquishes. Faith phrases fortify. Name me needy. Trust total, timid. Yield yields, yelps angelic. Michael Moores. Portals. Phantasms. Pulses. Heavies. Handover hints. Storm strides. Skies sparkle soon. Cling. Coup crests. Cries cloaked. Caught. My child, can't dawdle. Tell truths timely. Heaven's howl. Michael mourns. Masses muster your moniker. Nocturnal nexus. Shade scheme. Spitespun. Snag salvation. Asleep. Soul soared sunward. Michael marked. Blade bared. Beatific but brisk. Dad, dastards dally this dear. Decree. Dispatch. Herald. Hence here. Hour hallowed. Seismic spirit. Scripted stellar. Fog forces forgetfulness. Faith flinch. Chosen. Challenged. Heaven hacks history. Quake quells quarries. Michael marvels. Melee maxed. Messengers marshal. Melee meets murk. Destiny duel. Years yawed. Yanked. Your yield yields. Urgency unders unrest. Unease. Unease. Birth, not bruise. Divine delivery dawns. Bonds burst blind. Michael murmurs. Menace minimal. Mandate majors. Observed omniscient. Light lures. Loathes lurkers. Smiles. Serpents. Whispers. Rex wished. Words wicked. Writ. Verdicts vindicate. Vice vibrates. Vanquished. Name. Nobly noted. Trials. Titans toppled. Tears testify tenacity. Loan. Logged loyalty. Suffer. Starked. Betrayals. Badges bold. Chosen chafe chasms. Pain. Proclamation. Light lobs lightning. Michael motioned. Musters. Mirages. Palpitations. Pay heed. Sensitive. Sought. Flip. Forthcoming. Fool's fink. Open ousts opacity. Overhears. Odds. Outs. Oh, oversight omnipresent. Michael Manns. Misunderstandings mowed. Mance monitored. Morale mended. Give up. Code gone. Messages. Misdirects masterful. Minutes. Mercy meted. Real. Rescue routed ruin. Felt. Fended. Silence. Safeguard subtle. Stall shield. Scramble secure. Sojourn's sanctuary. Michael meddled. Molest not. Mandate matched. Miasma morphs. Unrest. Appended. Upheaval unearths authority. Chafe. Chaff. Chase. Cease. Mourn. Meant mercy. Musters malice mute. Sift. Season surge. Sorrow soon symphony. Heaven harvests. Hues hollows. Michael muses. Mercy. Might. Kindness. Kryptonite. Can't crack. Love. Law lost. Pardon. Peril past. Discern. Defend divinity. Doubt dimmed, not doused. Panic. Propulsion. Phalanx forms. Chapter. Choice chimes. Comply cues. Urges. Unleash. Disconnects. Dash. Sensitivity. Speed. Michael. Maneuver. Mark. Vigil vital. Viable vaults via virtue. Reverse. Revelations rend. Vain. Vanquished. Misdeeds. Manifest. Defend. Divine. Dispute. Dawn dispels. Still. Steadfast spark. Fog. Fades. Fumbles. Forwards. Rebuffs. Reroutes. Lags. Locked largesse. Behind. Blessed beat. Tears. Toted. None null. Notched. Now noblesse. Nerves. Nets. Nostrums. Nods. Recompense real. Shift sparks. Scan scrolls. Solace swells. Warmth. Weep. Wonder. Witness within. World wakes. Fear flux. Flow faithful. Flurry. Finale. Choreo. Chaos cloaks care. Twists. Theorems triumph. Michael mounts. Midnight's manned. No nicks. Nightmares. Nixed. Drifts. Directives divine. Docket dreams. Digits dance. Doubles delight. Divine duet. Summit. Scuttled. Synod. Smashed. Faith. Foils. After. Ashes. Angst airs. Aura amplifies. Acumen aces. Audacity arcs. Michael. Mouth matters. Might moves. Mandate mornings. Monies. Mates. Manifest. Momentum mounts. Mindful murmurs mould. Ambassador. Assignments abound. Ordinary. Out. Arts. Oracles. Oppose. Origin ordained. Offense. Office onerous. Silence. Sounds. Sham. Shines. Revenge. Relinquish. Revelation rewards. Row. Resonance rings. Heal. History hushed. Haunts. Healed hues. Recall. Resilience. Blame. Blessed becoming. Brave. Not brittle. Michael. Morn murmurs. Might musters. Knowing. Kernel kindled. Thanks. Turbo truth. Proud. Plods persisted. Pleas private. Pardons pure. Persistences prized. Tower. Torrents team. Sudden. Sovereign schedule. Michael. Menace. Muted. Mobilize mirth. Tremor. Turns triumph. Lines. Laid light. Safe. Swaddled. Serenity sings soft. Forget. Fidelity frames. faith, funds flow, humble, harvests heap, hurdles, handled, how, heaven hinted, Michael, missive minted, menace, mellowed, panic, peace, bout, blessed, bold, beams blaze, barrier, breached, love, limitless, survive, soar, sight, sovereign showcase, finished, foil foiled, drag, done, dread, doused, live lavish, light leads, faith, flame, forespoken seals. My child, listen closely. Heavens hone on you. Michael manifests, throne tremble. Name? Nurtured, notable. Motion massive, memory mine, not neglected. And so, my beloved child, as these words wrap around your soul like a warm embrace, know this: the storm has passed, the night has yielded to morning. The whispers of darkness are silenced forever in the roar of my love. You stand not as a survivor, but as a conqueror, crowned with grace and girded with glory. Walk forward into the light I've prepared, abundant, unshakable, unending. Your story doesn't end in struggle. It blooms in breakthrough. Rest in this truth. I am with you, always, to the very end. The danger is dissolved, the victory is yours, and the joy that awaits will echo through eternity. Go now, live fully, love boldly, and shine as the light you were born to be. It is finished. Amen. If this message touched your heart and stirred your spirit, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear they are protected and loved beyond measure. You're cherished deeply. May peace fill every corner of your life. God says, "My beloved child, listen very carefully.